Hello, how you all doing? Hello, we're in chapters 7 and 8. So securing the bag. Who's gonna go first? You should probably say it. Okay, I'll go. Chapter 7, how to get paid like a VIP.
MVP.
Did I say VIP?
Same thing though. Same concept.
Right, so VIP, okay, MVP, how to get paid like an MVP. And this actual chapter helped me out a lot this week. I did a lot of things on researching the market. And what's so phenomenal about this chapter, I did get approached for an associate full-time position at one of my schools. So I'm like, okay, let me see, what is my worth? So it's time.
Yeah.
So I'm using this chapter. I like the part. I'm gonna go with our underline real quick. This is really short. Let go of limiting beliefs. That's what's
Where was that?
out in me. Well, I don't. And maybe it's not in here, but I put it. I wrote it at the top. Let go.
It's something that said that like get in the chat.
Okay, we'll find it. We'll find it.
Okay.
Um,
So, it's like getting paid like an MVP, and what it say? Check out the different places, payscale.com, salary.com,
mhm.
and creating your brand. And that's
Yeah.
what I liked about that, creating your brand.
Yeah.
Um, add the numbers to the resume. Those are the different type of percentages, like the percentage of what? I don't know, the percentages of how well you did, increase sales by 60%. So putting those numbers in.
Monitoring the monitoring of your skills.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the job journal was really, I think it's a really good idea, especially when it comes to like when I guess me, I'm just starting off in my career, so I really need to know where I am, what skills am I best at, and then I need to showcase those skills or improve on the skills that I'm not good at. Like just progress, like trying to figure out where you are, on the progression scale, and it's like requesting a raise and all that, right?
Yeah, and like these two chapters are kind of like it's hard for me to even differentiate between them because they're like so close. Um,
Right.
one
Yeah.
is actually talking about getting paid like an MVP and how to get yourself out there, and the other one is mastering free agency. So I'm not sure if y'all familiar with football, but free agency and I guess sports period is a time where you can actually test the market and see what you're worth.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, what you're worth is not really. It doesn't really tell your whole skill set. Um,
Yeah.
I know a few years ago, a lot of in the NBA got like this TV money up, so like teams had extra money to spend. So you had like mediocre players getting top-notch MVP type numbers.
Yeah.
Like kind of like quarterbacks are now. Like whoever's the top paid quarterback, like Dak Prescott, he's about to get probably over 30 million a year, even though he's not better than Aaron Rodgers. He's probably going to get more than Aaron Rodgers, more than Tom Brady,
Yeah.
because it's your time to come up, and it's a high demand for quarterbacks right now.
Okay. So
Um,
that's even like when I started writing code back in 88, based on my code, my skill set, I was more of an MVP because they needed my skill set. Not that many people, well, still not that many people know how to write code, but I learned a particular code. It was the language was called TCL, and no one else knew TCL, but they needed this particular language around the country, and the pay rate that I was getting for that particular skill set.
Hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I like these chapters because this. I got something here that says this. I put this at the top. If you all look at page 75 at the top, and I underlined the first sentence.
corporations aren't loyal to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very corporation. So
Yeah.
we have to make sure, like I said, free agents. We also have to make sure we're branding ourselves.
Yeah.
So we have our brand, and We build our own brand. Make sure we use LinkedIn wisely.
I like the creating the at least five um, pieces of signature content, like something that you're expert at. So you can say in a business meeting or a conversation with someone, you can say, "Hey, I actually wrote something on that. I want you to check it out. Here's the link. What's your email?" And that's kind of a good way to like, I guess, brand yourself in that way.
I like that too.
And then even like with having the your email, like if you have
Professional.
like if your email ends in yourbrand.com rather than a Hotmail or Yahoo or Gmail,
Oh,
like
nice.
that also gives a more I guess a more type of mystique powerness to you or something. Like
Yeah, they're
like
gonna
like
go
like
to the.
like
They're
like
gonna.
go end up going to that website
Yeah,
as
they're
well.
gonna go to that
Yeah.
website.
And we got to do that for yours, Louis. We got it for our kid. I don't know if you all had looked up Royalty V, Google Royalty V. His name is on 3 pages on Google. When you search it on Google,
Oh,
every
the first top three.
pages, not the top
Okay.
three. He's I end up. So let me go ahead. He's on 3 pages. You're just gonna find Royalty V1, Royalty V1. I'm like, he's doing pretty good on branding his
Yeah. Okay.
Levitated minds. I was looking at yesterday. You're on 2 pages. I didn't look at mine. I just looked at you all's.
Okay. So creating a brand is important.
Right.
And the find a side check instead of a yeah. I thought that was like really clever with the play on words, but
The side check.
Yes.
Get you a side
get you a side check.
check.
Nothing wrong with a side check.
Right.
Yeah, but I,
So
I think that kind of like takes the I'm not gonna say the risk out, but a lot of people they say like, yeah, I had to go broke, I had to sleep outside on benches and all of this, but it kind of like if you already have a job that you're getting paid at
Yeah.
and it's actually making you like you can still pay the bills
hmm
and starting it from I guess from the ground up and just putting more and more time in it as you kind of gradually building it up rather than having to just dive into the deep end, kind of walk into the pool a little way. Like
Yeah.
I guess in a way to put it in an
Less
analogy.
risk.
and
Um,
I like how it said, "All be looking for a job when you are working. Don't look for anything
yeah,
when you don't have a work. When
and I think that kind of applies to like everything. Like where they always say like people always throw themselves at you when you got a girlfriend or something like that.
Yeah.
But like it's not even that they know you have a girlfriend. Like I think like your persona is different. Like you
Yeah.
kind of feel like
The energy.
I don't need you right now. Like I don't need this.
you have
So
that posture of look at
yeah,
me. I mean,
for sure.
really.
Like if you're looking for a job and you're in an interview and you already have a job, you're gonna be a lot more confident when you're in there because you don't need it.
Yeah.
So
Right.
kind of like just put something in your head subconsciously and makes you act in a different way rather than like just being I need, like
Right.
being
Right.
patient, kind of like.
I have a question for everyone. Do you guys think that if you are looking for another job, do you think that we should go ahead and put on the resume, you can contact my current employer so that your employer knows that I'm looking? And would that make you like more attractive or what do you think? Because I'm kind of going through that process myself.
I I don't. Well, it depends on if you're ready. In my opinion, it depends on if you're ready to go and you know that they need you and they're gonna say, I got another job. I found another job, and this is how much they're gonna pay me. Now, can you match that payment?
Yeah.
It depends. I guess you have to weigh
The
the
situation.
situation. It's not a cookie cutter type of situation.
Dealing with as well. Because some people might get mad at that. Some people might be like, oh, what am I not doing? Because my job personally, I'm glad I can say I got a good job because they've come to me on 3 different occasions, like not a regular raise or not even it wasn't the annual raise and it wasn't the promotion raise. It was just we've compared to what you would be getting on the market, so we're gonna actually pay you more.
So they come to you before you come to them, which is
Right.
like they appreciate what
Yeah.
the
Right.
work that you
You
do.
have one of them old school
Probably
jobs.
stop you, and it's gonna probably stop you from actually doing it too, or
Right.
prevent you from doing that more.
Right.
Kind of like if you first get a house The person you got the lender through probably come to you to refi to take it down because they know that other people are gonna come at you as well, try to get a lower rate to refi the house.
Yeah.
So they know that's coming from other people already, so they're just gonna do it themselves.
Right. And you haven't said anything. What are your input?
I was listening to y'all. No, I was gonna jump in at certain points. But like, yeah, like when you came, you had said like, should you say, oh, you can call my current employer as a reference? That can be a double-edged sword, like
Yeah.
completely. It can be like, oh, I know they're gonna hire me. I definitely understand I'm gonna go to this job. It's in my head in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But if it's like I'm not too sure, it's a beginning reference like for my resume, and they do call, but then they end up not hiring you, especially in Texas. They can fire people for anything. And
Yeah.
I've seen them do
But
it.
that's everywhere. Every state now is a right to work state. So, but you also want to make sure that you have something to bring to the table. You have something that they don't want to leave the company. Like if this person leaves the company, what am I gonna do? What?
Dre's stomach is growling.
We're not gonna be. We're almost done.
uh,
It's like it's like a big thing when it came to branding yourself too. It's like people, there are certain types of brand. Like there's people that will see you as like they look at your LinkedIn or whatever. They'll see that one side of you. Like Dre says, like people only know you from work or only know you from going out, or only know you from music. Like they'll only see that one side. So like you then start deciding what do you want to show them to kind of benefit you. And sometimes it can be risks at that. I can put this foot out there and give them a little bit more personality, and that may give me a boost.
And I actually like the free agent part where it says blog post video information because like you were talking about branding yourself, it's a lot of times that I have gotten approached for a particular position, just like you too, Dre, because of what I have branded myself and also my integrity and who people know me as. That's why also with the Dr. Michelle, I don't care. They go to my website, go ahead and look at me on my Facebook page on those different areas on my professional way because you're supposed to have, they said, what they said, business Facebook page as well. So what is it? Tighten up your social media. That's how people see you. And not having a social media page also is bad too, because that's the
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we can't find you on social media. What are you
Right.
what you hiding? Yeah.
Yeah.
hiding?
The first thing that they do that at my job is when someone puts in an application, they're looking them up on Facebook just to, I guess the first impressions is your face, have a professional picture on your LinkedIn or things like that. I think that those are good at little tidbits. But
Yeah, I mean, like, pretty soon I'm about to like actually get rid of my Facebook in total, but that's an entire different story, and just keep a page up so people can't add me because I've reached my limit like 10 times already with
Well,
5,000
you
people.
can probably have your business Royalty V1 Facebook page and still keep your Ikey Manuel because they're gonna look for that anyway. Um, but a lot of people in your generation they're not on Facebook anyway. Am I right?
Yeah,
It's
Facebook isn't really a
you're
big step.
struggling. So
You know, IG now. Yeah, IG the new thing. I think Facebook is more like personable too. Like most of the people on my Facebook like friends list, I actually know them or at least know of them or something in some type of way. Instagram is kind of less personal. Like
right,
it's
you
just
have like
pictures, yeah.
yeah,
brand and your videos and things like that.
yeah.
So we did chapter. What was this chapter? This like these two chapters pretty quick, right?
Yeah, they were really short. Like,
And they was kind of like tied into each other. It was kind of like a part A and part B, like
Right.
basically to it.
So I like how the author did this, especially with the free agent part, and I like how you had the analogy with football with free agency as well. That's great. I like that. So certain people can actually understand what's going on. Oh, one thing on here I forgot. Lean In for women. Go ahead and check out that book called Lean In. I forget the author, but the book is
Going on to
called.
the Mwah.
You know the author?
It's not what it's talking about. I was talking about.
LinkedIn,
Lean In. Lean in, and she goes through certain things that need to happen with women working in the industry and working period. And it's really good at talking about the expectation meetings, how to set up your expectations, how you evaluate success. That's a real good book. I didn't read it. I listened to the book through Audible, but
Mhm.
that's a real good book called Lean In. Also, she has good websites as well.
Okay.
So next week we're going over. Are we done talking?
Yes, we're at
Okay, so next week
our
we're
time.
going over chapter 9. So I guess we're going to decide if we're going to do chapter 9 by itself or we're going to do chapter 9 and 10. So
9 is like a educational chapter.
yeah, 9 is huge and 10 is huge.
So like the stock market and stuff like that. Like it's saying like we got to do some research with
Yeah,
this
the
as
stock
well.
market thing. I kind of want to.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to send you all a link. And I'm going to send a link and we can do a competition. It's going to be a stock market competition
Okay.
that they'll give you $100,000 and you invest actually into the real stock market, but how you choose everything as well. So I'm gonna send you all a link for that, and we can work on that. And those who are gonna view this video, if you want to be part of the competition, let us know. So bye. Thank you,
Bye.
security
Bye.
tag.